G'day, mes amis. How are you today? I wanted to come in and have a whole big chat about. I've been spending all day and part of yesterday looking at all of the no buy, low buy strategies that I was talking about to try and get my shopping habit under control, because it was starting to get a little bit crazy. And if you watched my last video, you'll know that I had ordered, 9 different things from 9 different places to the tune of over $700 and hadn't really actually realized it and was looking at more things. So I had to put the brakes on and say, this is becoming a problem, and I need to rein it in and start building strategies that are going to protect myself and my wallet and make sure that I'm not getting into an overconsumption cycle that's going to be a bigger problem later. So it's been a full week of my no buy, low buy, and it's not been terrible, but it's been a challenge. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a challenge because those old habits, they get right in there, and I did find myself looking at websites and just scrolling through the sales because everybody's got their Black Friday sales on. It's not even Black Friday. It's not even Black Friday. And I'm in Australia. Like, it blows my mind that they've got Black Friday sales here. Traditionally, that was like the official kickoff of the Christmas season in the USA, because we have Thanksgiving on the last Thursday of November. And then the Friday after that is when all the stores would have all of their big sales to get everybody excited about Christmas shopping. They didn't even call it Black Friday. I don't know, maybe the retailers did, but I mean, as a kid, that was what it was. It was the Friday after Thanksgiving was when everybody was like, yay, we're gonna start buying for Christmas now. And they'd been saving up their money and getting all their little lists together. But it kind of has since inspired, everybody's like, well, let's have a Black Friday sale. And I had to explain to several people over the years since living in Australia, I'm like, why do you have Black Friday sales? Like, what's the point for you? And they like, I don't know, we just have a sale. I'm like, okay, but it has no reason. Like, you don't have a reason for it other than they do it in America, but they don't know why. So when I've explained it to them, they're like, oh, all right, well, that makes sense. But they're just like, yay, discounts. And then half the time you have to realize they aren't real discounts. They've probably increased the prices of those items the previous months leading up to Black Friday, and then they're giving you a discount that brings it back to where it was maybe 3 months prior. It's all a scam, really. It's not real. So yes, I was suckered into trolling through different shops and looking at their deals and being very, very tempted. I'm not going to lie. I did buy some things. I had 2 purchases that I made were things that I had on, please notify me when these things come in, and they came in finally. So I've been waiting for a while for those. Oh, look, there's an ad just come up on my phone for another 20% off sale. Go away. One thing I got was I bought the giant bottle of the Cinema Secrets brush cleaning solution. I have been using the small one to test it, and I liked it. And then I got an even smaller one of the lemon one, and it did the job, but I kept mistaking it for water, which is dangerous. So I'm not ever using that one. And I thought, you know what? I like it enough. I'm gonna buy the big bottle, and this should last me at least 6 months, if not more. I noticed I was very low on sunscreen, so I did some research and found a sunscreen that I wanted, and it was in a sale on. And I bought these from Leela Beauty, which is K Beauty, C Beauty retail, and they delivered really quickly. I wanted to get a replacement. I've been using this sunscreen, and it's good. It does its job. But it has a weird smell that just stops me every time. I've read up on the ingredients. I've been to the website. It says it's vegetarian. I mean, it doesn't have any animal products in it, is what I mean by that. but it has a weird meaty smell to it when I use it. So it just smells lamby, like lanolin lamby, but there's none in here. So it's enough to make me be like, I don't know if I don't want to smell like stew. I don't want to smell like that. I don't think anybody can smell it, but I notice it and it bugs me. So I got a different sunscreen, and I don't think anybody can blame me for that, wanting a better sunscreen that doesn't smell like meat. And then the Kosas eyebrow gel in gray, which is what I'd gone into the shop for last week specifically, and then ended up with something else. That was back in stock, so I've got that ordered. So those were those three things. And finally, yesterday, something kind of weird happened, and I'll tell you. I don't know. I went into the pharmacy to just see what was on sale. I have to stop doing that for a start. Stop going into the pharmacy just to see what's on sale. And they had, I think, Revlon and L'Oreal brand things half price. And that's a good deal. That's a good deal. I've been putting together a few red lipsticks because I've not had a collection. I don't usually have red lipsticks. It's not a color I go for. And I've been looking at, why don't I like it? What is it about it on me that I don't like? Am I using the wrong shades of red lipstick? And it turns out, yeah, that's exactly the problem I've been having. I've been using the wrong shades of red lipstick. Since they were on sale, I bought a few. And then yesterday I saw, I didn't get that color. Did I get that color? I didn't get that color. What's this color? This color is awesome. So I saw another color and I thought, oh no, I don't need it. I have enough for the thing I want to do. I want to, try them, wear them, do a video about them, about the red lipsticks and how they look on me and all that shit. And I thought I had put it back. And then I came home and I'm like, damn it, I should have bought it. It was just something awesome about it. I went and just tried to see, when's the sale gonna end? Do other stores have it? Does it have a lip liner that matches it? All these things. And I thought, oh, stop looking at it. Just stop it. Just stop. Just leave it. Just let it go. If I really want it, I can go back and get it at the store tomorrow, right? Because I'm gonna be in town again tomorrow. And then I went into my bag because I'd gone into the pharmacy to buy paracetamol, which is just an over-the-counter painkiller. And I opened my handbag, and the lipstick was in my bag. And I thought, did I steal this? Holy shit! What? And I had the receipt there, and no, I bought it. I'd completely forgotten within a few hours that I had bought that lipstick. I had it in my head that I had put it back, and I did not. So that was weird, and I didn't like it. And I thought, I am more sneaky with myself and my spending than I actually anticipated. So that was I kind of sat there going, I actually thought I'd stolen it until I remember the cashier saying, because they said, oh, do you want a bag? And I said, nah, I'll just put it in my handbag. I'm just going home after this. And they said, oh, well, here, have your receipt just in case you go into any other stores or anything. I was like, okay, that's fine. I guess I look like a shoplifter. And then I felt like a shoplifter when I saw it in my bag. And I'm glad I had that receipt because I was like, no, I actually paid for this. I bought this. That was embarrassing. So I've spent some time over the past few days using ChatGPT. Now, this is something I don't feel comfortable doing, but it has been helpful in getting a lot of the things I want to do with YouTube done. And I was very hesitant and I'm very negative and very anti, but I have to admit it's been very helpful in helping me, understanding SEO and what the YouTube algorithm is expecting and is going to work with it. This is all stuff I don't have a lot of knowledge of, but there's a breadth of knowledge in ChatGPT that does know. Now, do I trust it? No, I don't trust it very much now. No. And the other thing I've noticed is it's incredibly flattering. It thinks everything I say and do is just the best idea it's ever heard. I don't trust it from that point of view. It's over complimentary, but it's helped me develop some strategies and ideas, not just for the YouTube channel, but for how to do this low buy, no buy thing as well. And use it in a more positive light so it doesn't feel like it's a punishment. I've come up with a 10-step no buy, low buy strategy for success is what I called it. And the number one thing is unsubscribing from mailing lists, because many of my triggers are discount advertising, and I just had to flip one off of my screen here. So unsubscribing from mailing lists, just going through, as soon as an email comes in, I scroll right to the bottom, unsubscribe. Yeah, that hits the FOMO, because it's like, yeah, but what if I miss a big, it's fine. It's gonna be fine. If I miss this sale, there's gonna be another one. They have sales all the time. Number 2 was no more backups. I never used to buy backups. I wasn't bothered by backups. And then I started watching YouTubers who were saying, I love this item, oh my God, and then they discontinued it, so I have to buy backups of it, and or I wish I'd had a backup of it because it was my most favorite thing in the whole wide world. They say it as if they can't get anything as good elsewhere. And I don't believe that anymore. I did, and I thought, oh shit, I better buy, if I really, really like something, I better buy 2 of them so I don't run out. And that's not the right way to think about this. It's not the right way to go. There's always going to be something else. And if I've gone and bought a backup of something, maybe something else has come out that's new and getting rave reviews that I won't be able to use straight away because I got to get through my dumb backup instead. So no more backups. I don't have a huge amount of backups anyway. I have to say it's only a couple things, and it's mostly mascara. I'm just looking at it. Yeah, it's primarily mascara and a couple of skin creams that I really like. Number 3, rebuy skincare and toiletries only when something has been emptied. It means no more buying a 3-year supply of something, which is something I would also do. If something's on sale, I'll not just buy 1, I will buy 2 or 3 of them. So it's a backup thing, but my backups were usually shampoos and conditioners and things like that. I don't need a 3-year supply of shampoo. I currently have a 3-year supply of shampoo. And that's a weird thing to confess, really. If something runs out, this is rule number 4, if something does run out, I can go and replace it. I can definitely go out and buy a new one and replace it. I can also go to the shop, have a chat with the sales girl, and say, hey, look, this is what I've been using, and it's empty, and I'm looking for a replacement. Is this still good, or is there something new out that you could recommend? And I can try things in the store and see if I like them and buy there. But I can't buy 5 different things and come home just to try them. That's not how this should work. So go there, have a chat with the salespeople, use their expertise. Also understand that they probably have KPIs and other sales targets. So grain of salt is required with all of that. I work in retail. I understand the game. As far as YouTube, which is my biggest influence, my rule number 5 is follow accounts of people that inspire me and have similar skin needs to mine. And I have fallen foul of that before, where I have bought foundations by somebody who raved about it, talked about how it has a beautiful glow and worked great, and then I found out that they are a different skin type from me. And when I used that same product, it was like the Sahara on my face. It just sucked up every ounce of moisture, and I've got dry skin. That's not gonna work for me. So if I'm not gonna say goodbye to them forever, but I'm gonna not be influenced by their skincare or face products, but maybe their eyeshadow products I can look at their advice and be inspired by. Then using them for inspiration, finding looks with their new products that I can recreate with my own products is probably a better plan going forward. Rule number 6 is to unfollow people who are overly enthusiastic and who love and are obsessed with everything. I am a very empathetic person, so I get caught up in that enthusiasm and want to roll with it and feel like, my God, that product made them feel so happy and alive and awe-inspired, and I want that too. And I have to put the brakes on and be like, yeah, they're trying to sell me something. They want to sell me something. And they're lovely people, but I am far too easily influenced. And for my health, for my financial security, for my comfort in life, I need to distance myself from that type of influence. It's not to say that they're bad people. They're not bad people at all. And they're not even, I'm just far too easily caught up in the hype. So this is a me thing. It's not a you. It's not a you thing. It's a me thing. I have to go forward and curate my feed so that it's filled with less temptation by enthusiasm. Rule number 7, don't watch content about big store sales that have nothing to do with me. And that is the Ulta hauls. Your Ulta hauls have nothing to do with me. In fact, USA Sephora has nothing to do with me, because Australia Sephora might carry completely different brands, or the brand that you're advertising or you're raving about is through a different shop here. So people who have had a big haul from a particular store that's not in my country, that has nothing to do really with me, I'm not going to watch it anymore. I'm going to be like, okay, that's fine. That's for somebody else. That's your Ulta haul is awesome for you and for people who live in the US, but for me, it's not going to suit me. Rule number 8 is to revisit my favorites often. Don't forget your favorites. They're if you've used them and loved them, and then something new has come along and you've forgotten your favorite toy, hey, you know what? Jessie's still under the bed and she still loves you, so go grab them and have a go. Remember your favorites. And if you don't get that reference, sorry, my brain just went with like Jessie's song and I'm trying not to cry. Rule number 9, don't be so strict that I end up rebelling against myself. It's not a never buy. It's just a not now, okay? I'm not saying never. It's just not now. Have a pause. You can't be so strict that you say no to everything all the time. There has to be a conversation. If you're just too strict with yourself, you'll rebel. You'll just rebel against yourself and you'll be like, hey, you know what? Fuck the rules. I'm going to do my own thing. I want it. Treat yourself. Well, treating yourself can also get into trouble. So I don't want to go down that path either. My last rule, number 10, is every week I'm going to put $25 into my goodies account. I just have an online banking account, which is my goodies account, and that's separate from all my other banking. I don't have to spend that $25 every week. I can save it up. So if there's something that I really want, like that's the thing, I want that thing, I'll save up my money, and when I reach that target, then I'll buy it. Then I'll pull the trigger. And maybe by those weeks, $25 is what, $1,300 a year. So it might take me a while to save up to get the thing. And then the FOMO might be there going, but they're going to sell out, they're going to sell out, they're going to sell out. All right, so I missed out on that thing. That's okay. That's okay. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. There's always going to be something else. There's always going to be something else. And the new formulas are always changing and things are always improving. So who knows, in 2 years' time, you might find something coming out that's just so similar to that one that you missed out on, but it's better. They've made it better. So don't break your heart over it. I'm going to save up $25 a week. And if it's there and I can buy it, then I'll get it. And it's weird because I've done this for technology for years. I bought my own iPhone. I don't have a payment plan with an iPhone. I saved up my money. I bought my phone. I saved up my money. I bought a new iPad. The whole point of buying these two things last year was that I wanted to use them for making my YouTube videos. And I am now doing that. It took me 6 months of sitting with them and saying, oh, I have a very nice e-reader instead of the editing software and things that I use my iPad for now. But, little steps. It's all little steps. Finally, I made the step, and I'm not going to beat myself up about the fact that it took me 6 months to get around to it. Although there is a voice in my head that does that. But that's it. Those are my 10 rules, and I will list them down below in case you want to have a perusal. You can copy and paste them and print them off and stick them on your wall. I'm going to stick them up on my wall and keep them close to me. So I have them. In fact, I've even taken a photo of it, and I have that in my photo folder on my phone. So I can just quickly bring it up and just have a read and be like, okay, yeah, okay, these are my rules. These are my 10 rules. Well, that's going to be it for me on this one. Just wanted to come share my 10 steps. Remember, I'll just list them down below, and you can copy them, paste them, put them wherever you fancy if you're interested. If you're going to start doing a no buy, low buy yourself, then yeah, definitely have a subscribe, and I'll keep doing more of these, and we can go through this struggle together. Give us a like. My name's Livy, by the way. Hello. It's been bizarre. But anyway, thank you so much for your time. You have yourselves a lovely day, and I'll see you again real soon. Goodbye. I just noticed I have a weird little V-shaped shadow between my eyes from my glasses. So I hope people don't think I'm frowning and I'm angry. It's just a shadow.